coming from, according to reports, a protected position, not in any situation where police could take this person out and is now on the run. What does this tell you about the possible goals here in terms of maximum damage that could be done and who the police could be dealing with right now?
Well, it does start to at least
from a window. There is no mass shooting that is not terrifying. However, this person was coming from, according to reports, a protected position, not in any situation where police could take this person out and is now on the run. What does this tell you about the possible goals here in terms of maximum damage that could be done and who the police could be dealing with right now?
Well, it does start to at least suggest is that this person had, there was pre-planning involved. Perhaps it's someone who had access to one of those buildings or knew the buildings and knew the vantage point. If this is what we're hearing is correct, again, and we'd like to caution as we do as these situations unfold, it may not be completely accurate information, but for understanding is that if there was a higher vantage point, whether it be rooftop or out of a window, would mean that person would have perhaps done some type of canvassing, knowing the area, knowing how to get up there undetected, and also looking for one where they would be able to kind of take that kind of surprise element and cascade that down on their victims. Unfortunately, if that is the situation, we did see that there was we fortunately we're speaking about these tragedies that our country suffers, but the shooting a number of years ago out of Las Vegas at a concert, that person had kind of garnered a vantage point from a hotel room across the street. So, there is pre-planning, is that this would be something that someone may look to do in order to, again, have that element of surprise, but also that gain that vantage in a wider, kind of a wider spectrum of victims and areas they may be able to shoot from, in a very, very quick and unfortunately deadly manner.
Bill, so much policing is local. Do you expect federal authorities, the FBI, to be on this scene shortly? Do you expect the next steps to be? Is it FBI? Is it local? And talk a little bit about the investigation right now, just such a short time after this happened.
Yeah. I mean, very good question, because many times people kind of relate kind of think about these in the context that where we have these kind of TV shows and we're able to wrap things up inside 60 minutes, absent commercials. So I think in this case it's really a matter of police kind of understanding what really happened. Their first attention is to the victims and getting those people tended to, and that takes place hopefully immediately, and with first responders either being maybe participants in the parade, but certainly around the parade, I would hope, and perhaps it is the advantage of those victims that those people were there to be able to give them first aid and comfort and get them to the nearest hospitals. But beyond that, it's really kind of now pulling together those details, kind of what I suggested before. There may be various video, whether it's authorities have it from their own body cams or from street cameras, if there were any installed by the community or by participants, to be able to see, where the shooter was, maybe give some idea as to where that person went from, and maybe how they got in or how they first got into the facility, if that is the case, where they had the vantage point, may give an idea of maybe who that person is. And from that point, it's going to be much more in the way of kind of a quick but methodical kind of investigation, because if this person is on the loose, again, we don't know whether they had other targets in mind or what their intentions would have been or what they are. So they're going to want to move quickly. But yes, it will require, as you suggested, it's going to bring in whatever resources are available. You're going to have the state police. You can have, the local police there as first responders, the state police, perhaps county, and the federal authorities lending assistance. At this point, there wouldn't be any necessarily federal jurisdiction per se, but they have the resources, the availability to be able to help to conduct forensics. Perhaps if there is any kind of concern of this person fleeing across state lines or into other surrounding communities, they may be able to assist through some of their technology and their communications. So it does become a full effort. Now, first responders on the scene are going to be local police, fire, medical people, and beyond that, it's going to take a while then for some of the other federal resources to arrive and to provide support. Hopefully not too long, but they will be there in providing some of that technology and that other support that may go into identifying this person and then hopefully leading to their very immediate capture.
Bill Daley, former FBI investigator, giving us some perspective here on yet another shooting in the U.S., this one happening in Highland Park, Illinois, just north of Chicago. Bill, thanks very much for joining us.
Along the parade route when gunfire rang out. They said that Crimo actually attended Highland Park High School here in the community. So he's a person who was in this community. They began to cry knowing that he was actually someone who lived in their backyard. I have to tell you that we were actually standing here when multiple police units began to speed down Central Avenue towards U.S. Highway 41. We now know that's in response to the capture of this person of interest. And like I said, we were speaking with those two witnesses as this was announced. Their arrest, that was announced. And this is what they had to say.
I saw band members running, and I saw police screaming, get up, run. The police officer that I saw had his thumb pointed in the direction of which to run. So we grabbed each other's hands, we took off. At that point, we had seen people, chairs falling, people running, people grabbing random kids just to get out of the area.
Yeah, terrifying scene for these families. We also spoke with parents who were with their children trying to dodge the gunfire. One man putting his son in a dumpster to avoid the gunfire. One woman taking shelter in a nearby restaurant. That woman telling us, Armani, telling us that one of her friends was shot during this incident. Right now, we are still working to find out more about what happened, but we do know that the search is over, but the investigation is still getting underway. Back to you guys.
All right, Trey Ward with us all day here. It's interesting taking a look at her emotions there. What more might you have been hearing that you can share with us about who this person of interest is, who he was in the community, what he might have been known for? Is there anything more that's starting to help us understand a little more broadly who this person is?
I have to say that she was quite scared to mention what more she knew. She did state that she was aware that he was a student or attended Highland Park High School at one point. She was actually a former student herself at Highland Park High School, just a few years older than him. But once again, she was very distraught and quite scared to release more information or to really be tied to him. Speaking to her off camera, she was pretty much shaken by the fact that this is someone who she was aware of, who she knew of in the community, and now that we're learning that he he attended this high school. This is really traumatizing for people who call this place home.
Yeah, it's very scary for that witness who experienced the trauma this morning and then wondering all day long who may have committed this, and then hearing that she knows the person that police say is responsible for inflicting this kind of terror on that community. And we can't lose sight here of all of the victims that you've been speaking with all day, not just the people who were injured, but family members of people who were injured, people who ran for their lives and ran for safety and cover earlier today. You said some of those people have now been coming back to the scene. Probably a bit relieved, but what are you hearing now, almost 9 hours later?
Well, a lot of people just in disbelief that this is still going on, that this was an active search for so many hours, and really in disbelief that this is happening right outside their front doors. We're seeing people still gathering. In fact, we had one woman who came and gave us food, and just in distraught of what happened earlier this morning. And once again, witnesses are speaking with us, telling us that they heard rounds of gunfire when they were just trying to celebrate the 4th of July. So once again, a very traumatic scene for many people here living in Highland Park. But once again, a sigh of relief that this person of interest was taken into custody.
All right, that's our Trey Ward continuing with his reporting from Highland Park tonight. Trey, thank you so much. We'll be back with you shortly. Let's go back to Chopper 7 HD, Liz, and the live shot overhead here at what appears to be the crowd that is just alongside where this incident finally came to an end. This entire police action. This is 41 and Wesley Road in the northern suburbs in Lake Forest, where at 6:30 this person of interest was apprehended.
In that silver car that police had put out, they were looking for. That's where they found Bobby Crimo inside that vehicle, said he was taken into custody without incident. And we just saw a second ago in that chopper shot, there's a small crowd of people, spectators, who've gathered at this scene to kind of watch and wonder what is going on here. But you could see how far back they were kept from the center of that scene. So yet another perimeter that police have set up in the northern suburbs. What did you say? This is about 4 miles from where this happened in Highland Park?
That's right, about 4.3 miles. That's according to Christian Picos. We can all check our maps, apps, and check that out. But again, 41 is a very busy road, an artery for that neighborhood. Here is the video taken by Ryan Lermer, a pizza delivery guy for the fabulous Lou Malnati's. He's out on his run, and he runs into this at Wesley and 41. This is the scene, Liz, of the takedown of the person of interest, Robert Crimo.
And it's a little difficult to see because he was sitting back at the intersection, but he told us he was terrified in this moment when he saw what was happening. You do see him get out of the car with his hands up. More and more law enforcement officers arrive, and there you are, a gun drawn right there as they try and take this person of interest into custody. It's now about an hour ago.
That's right, happening about 6:30 tonight, and there has been a collective sigh of relief around the Chicago region as to this police action, and we are awaiting the transport, if you will, of this suspect to the Highland Police Department. There are no charges that have been laid just yet. There's a long way to go, but to call this person a person of interest, according to the Major Crimes Task Force for Lake County, is that does not come lightly, as we heard from the official Chris Covelli earlier tonight, saying that they're pretty sure that this is the person that they have been looking for all day. Someone who had been on the lam from when this happened, a little past 10 this morning. So, a solid 8.5, nearly 9 hours now later here. And he was in the neighborhood. They did put up a perimeter around the downtown core. And I think this is where he gets.
This is the moment that they take him into custody, It appears. Probably about a dozen law enforcement officers there surrounding him. Excuse me, and take him into custody right next to the car there. This was about 6:30 this evening at Wesley Road and 41 in Lake Forest. After police said a North Chicago police officer spotted that silver vehicle, tried to pull it over. They said Crimo took off, and there was a short pursuit that ensued. That North Chicago police officer called for backup, and that's when they were able to ultimately pull him over at this intersection. There was no incident as they took him into custody. Police did say that they believe this is the person responsible for that shooting in in Highland Park this morning. Tonight, we're learning some more about some of the 6 people that were killed in this shooting. At least 5 of them are adults. One of them is Nicholas Toledo. His relatives tell us that he was at the parade with his family. At least one other family member was hurt. That family member is expected to survive. Excuse me.
The subject that we were looking for, the person of interest, Robert Crimo III, was spotted by a North Chicago unit at Buckley and 41, his vehicle, the vehicle that we were looking for. He attempted to initiate a traffic stop on that subject. That subject did flee. A brief pursuit went on. Ultimately, they were able to get the subject stopped at Wesley and 41 in Lake Forest. The subject was taken into custody without incident.
That is the chief of police of Highland Park bringing to a close that piece of this day's events, and the police being able, through a multi-jurisdictional approach, being able to find this car, being able to find this person, and being able to take that person into custody, apparently without incident in the end, as you saw from that video right there. This is Wesley 41 live shots from Chopper 7 HD. That is bringing to a conclusion this part of this day. The word keeps coming up, surreal, Liz, that this was happening. That is what the medical people said at Highland Park Hospital. That is what some of the officials who were briefing us all afternoon said about this. And the person who witness the actual arrest at the end.
Right, so 22-year-old Bobby Crimo is now in police custody, being taken to the Highland Park Police Department. More than 24 people injured in the shooting this morning. At least 6 people killed. We're told at least 5 of them are adults. We're going to continue to track this story with all of our reporters across the area, and we'll bring you the latest on ABC 7 Eyewitness News at 10
o'clock. We'll have that at 10 o'clock, as we'll leave you now with some live pictures here. Again, this is the northern suburbs. This is Lake Forest here. That person being taken back to Highland Park. We will leave you with these pictures here, and a salute to everybody who has helped their communities today. We'll have a full wrap-up on this coming up on the news tonight at 10 o'clock. I'm Ravi Bajwal for Liz Nagy and all of us here at ABC 7. Thank you for staying with us all day. We have more coming at 10.
Be safe.
Ravi, you guys have been talking about that collective sigh of relief that was taken by literally everybody all across the country, around the world, knowing that this suspect, Robert Crimo, is officially in custody at this hour. It literally felt like in that moment when the Highland Park police chief made that announcement that a weight was lifted off of everybody's shoulders. The mood here has been tense all day, compounded with the fact that there was torrential rain earlier on. To know that we can at least go to sleep tonight knowing that this individual is in custody is welcome news for everybody that's here. And just to give you guys some perspective, where this suspect was captured on U.S. Highway 41 and Wesley Road, that's about 4.3 miles northwest of where we are right now. That's a short 9-minute drive. Not too far away by any means at this hour, so we do know that the suspect is being taken to the Highland Park Police Department. Charges are still pending at this hour, but again, a major piece of news, hopefully giving everybody a little bit more closure as this investigation continues into the motive as to why the suspect did this in the first place.
All right.
Kids possibly who were separated from their parents, and we know this young boy here was in fact separated from his parents. We got an email into the newsroom saying that he is too young to know their names because, of course, at that age, you know, they're just mom and dad. So they are searching for his parents right now. This photo is all over social media, Facebook right now. Groups are trying to reunite this boy with his parents. And part of this email saying, too, his parents may be in the hospital. So that, again, is just adding to the urgency of reuniting him with someone in his family, a loved one out there. I believe the number here to contact, if you know any information, you recognize this young boy here, it's 847-612-7358. I'll read that one more time. 847-612-7358. Her name is Dana Rutter. She is helping reunite this boy with his loved ones.
And if
right
you're
now.
seeing this and you do know him, at least you know he is in a safe place, that he is okay with someone who is trying to reunite him with his family. So you can only imagine that, you know, it's a parade. There are a lot of children out there, a lot of families, and in the chaos that people could easily get separated. So his parents may very well have been looking for him this morning. Obviously, we hope that they're in a safe place as well, and that maybe seeing him on the screen, you're able to connect very quickly to be back.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Lindsay Davis. We're coming back on the air right now to let you know that officials have just announced that they have, in fact, captured the person of interest in that deadly mass shooting at a July 4th parade just outside of Chicago today. 22-year-old Robert Crimo was captured without incident. Let's take a listen to what authorities said just moments ago.
We're encouraged that we have a person of interest, but again, we're going to pursue and continue to pursue everything that comes in. So thank you very much.
At least 6 people were killed, more than 24 injured in Highland Park, Illinois. Police say that the gunman opened fire with a rifle from on top of a building. Let's go now to ABC's Alex Perez, who's in Highland Park for us along the parade route. Alex, what are you learning?
Lindsay, this is the moment authorities have been working for since this morning when that shooting took place. The suspect now in custody. Authorities going further than just calling him a person of interest at that press conference a short time ago, saying that they believe he's the person responsible for this shooting. Now, authorities say they captured the suspect. That's 22-year-old Robert Crimo, about 13 miles north of here in the suburb of North Chicago. Authorities say they captured him after a traffic stop. They say there was some sort of brief pursuit. Other officers were called to assist with that pursuit, and then he was taken into custody without incident. Now, Lindsay, you might be able to see behind me here, there are still officers on the scene here. This is still an active crime scene. Authorities collecting evidence and trying to really piece together everything that happened here. It was just after 10 a.m. local time when that July 4th parade got started here, when police say the gunman perched from a rooftop, opened fire, and began striking people who had gathered here for this parade. 6 people killed, at least 31 injured. And Lindsay, if you look behind me over here, you can see all of these chairs here. They've been here all day. That's where people who had gathered to watch the parade were sitting. There are food, glasses, bottles, all kinds of things. People just left everything when those shots rang out, and they ran for cover, Lindsay. It was a frightening situation. People say they initially thought it was fireworks when they heard the popping sound, but unfortunately it was a gunfire. Authorities now have that suspect in custody, of course, questioning him, going through his social media profiles, trying to determine what exactly led him to this. Lindsay?
Alex Perez, our thanks to you for your coverage all day. Witnesses, as you say, described it a combination really of panic and confusion along that parade route this morning. Some running the moment that they heard the shots, leaving everything behind, as we just saw there with the strollers and the chairs and the coolers left behind. Neighboring communities did cancel some of the parades and fireworks shows as a precaution. Authorities are now about to hold a news conference. Perhaps we'll return you if that does happen. Our coverage continues on ABC News Live and abcnews.com.
And she said that next week they're going to have a special session in Springfield, and she wanted to make sure that she brought up, gun control in our state. So we'll have to see how that unfolded. Let's go to Casey Cronus now. She is live at the scene and will give us an update on exactly what's unfolding there. Casey?
Tia, I want to give you a look right away at what's going on behind us here. FBI SWAT members are on the ground at Renaissance Place and Green Bay Road. We see several members here of this tactical team with FBI on their vests. They just gathered here outside of a construction site for what looks like it is going to be an apartment building. Earlier, we saw a SWAT member up on the top floor of this construction site, walking around, monitoring the downtown area from above. We are just about a block from where all of this unfolded earlier today. These SWAT members now dispersing throughout the area. And we want to let you know that when we got on the ground here, there are checkpoints at every single intersection in the downtown Highland Park area. One of the officers told us that SWAT members are actively searching these buildings right now. As you know, they are still looking for the shooter. We do know from that 2 p.m. press conference that the gun was some type of assault rifle, some type of military rifle is what officials said. We want to give you a look here. It looks like several more police SWAT members are just getting to the area. It's unclear if they are, going into more buildings or if they just left from searching buildings. But there are several here on the ground right now. You'll see in just a second here, 2 members on the back of a truck heading toward this scene here. Very, very active scene. Lots of businesses. People are asked to shelter in place. We are seeing several people in their apartment buildings looking out the windows. Police are asking not to do that. Just stay inside. They just want to make sure everyone remains as safe as possible, as again, the gunman is still on the loose. Tia?
See, and I do think that it's very important that we give a description of the shooter that law enforcement is actively looking for. We know he is white. He is between the ages of 18 and 20 years old with long hair, last seen wearing a blue shirt. Still very vague, but you just never know who may come across him this afternoon as law enforcement is actively looking for this person. Again, what we've learned since all of this has unfolded, that gunman described as being discreet on a rooftop as this parade was just passing on by. They said it was very hard to see him on the ground, and we know a gun was recovered. Again, law enforcement working through a massive scene of exactly where this shooting happened, a massive scene in that location.
Bernal, Dallas, Duplicate, go ahead. Get him! Chicago, get a mob. He just jumped in my car. Holy shit. Oh, they just broke my window. They just broke my window. Division. Right on the division. Probably 150 of them coming at me right now. They're throwing shit at my door. Charles 110 Division and what? 2 blocks west of Halstead. Just did a break.
Place. Police activity. East 23rd Street and South Michigan Avenue. Vehicle collision with injuries. West Randolph and North Clinton. People fighting at Union Park. West Lake and North Ashland Avenue. Hit and run collision. 1200 North Clark. Reported woman held at gunpoint at Navy Pier. 600 East Grand Avenue. Jesus. Vehicle crash. South Clark Street and West Roosevelt Road, South Loop. Police requesting additional backup. Smoke in hallway, 847 North Greenview. Report of man with pocket knife at 7-Eleven, 343 North LaSalle. 6 people fighting, Wabash and East Roosevelt. Person of interest detained after 6 dozen injured in shooting at 4th of July parade near Chicago. It's terrible.
My son's in Croatia. I think the family text me. The OC has Station 33.
They turned the comments off. I don't know why.
Saw one of my son's in Croatia. I think the family text me. The OC has Station 33 on there.
Two suspects detained after hurling fireworks at police. Glad they caught him. North Columbus and East Wacker Drive. It's just a few blocks away from my house. There's a lot of videos. Let's see the comments. Stop right there. Yeah, keep voting in Democrats. Yeah, Chicago does suck now. Think of this democratic world. Parades get shot up. Police officers get attacked. These are all results of democratic policies. Oh yeah, we have the no pursuit law here. Insanity. I slept right there at all. I didn't hear a thing. Five people.
by gunfire. He was rushed here to Comer Children's Hospital, where he's listed in good condition.
It's as if no matter what you do, something is going to happen, and something is going to happen to a child.
In Parkway Gardens in the 6500 block of South MLK Drive, 5 people were shot, including a 17-year-old. All of them are expected to be okay. Early this morning, a 39-year-old man was shot in the leg in an attempted robbery in the 400 block of East Erie. Street pastor Donovan Price says, sadly, his team expects the violence is not over yet.
I would hate to say that we wait for it or we expect it. 4th of July weekend has proven itself to be what it's going to be. The numbers aren't what last year were. However, that is not a sign of it getting better. That's just a sign of the ebb and flow of violence.
The holiday weekend, Samantha, still not over. Already over 55 people, I should say, were shot. 7 of them were killed.
19.
Back to you.
Serious. Victim 3, male, 19, critical. Victim 4, male, 17, fair. Sounds like a frickin' mass shooting to me. Multiple mass shootings in Chicago, thanks to Democratic policies. Man pistol whip, robbery at gunpoint.
Hola, feliz 4 de julio a todos. Cuídense mucho, disfruten su día de descanso, así como yo también, y pórtense bien. No hagan tanto pinche desmadre en las calles, pónganse a trabajar. Ya dejen andarse robando a tanta gente con pistola en la calle. Pórtense bien, gente, que nada les cuesta. La vida es muy corta como para andarla desperdiciando a lo puro pendejo nada más. Que pasen un buen día, cuídense mucho y si toman, no manejen. Y si van a manejar, no tomen, cuídense bastante y cuídense mucho de la delincuencia que está de la chingada. Feliz 4 de julio para todos, cuídense. Que hay mucha pinche rata de 2 patas en la calle.
Police requesting additional backup near West Side. Taylor and Racine. What happened? These comments are really stupid. Officer got shot at that intersection a few days ago. Doesn't seem like anybody knows what's going on. Anybody else knows what's going on, let me know in the comments. I remember when it started raining today. Like right around 3 o'clock. Might have rained later than that. I don't know. I went home, went to sleep. I'm looking for somebody. Crazy. Woman stabbed in back at BP in the South Loop. Oh my God. Dearborn and Ida B. Wells. We were just over there earlier today. Tried to rob her and stabbed her in her back. Good God. She's already getting robbed. She's at the gas station. So walking dead nest. Yeah, probably any gas station in the city. I don't get gas in the city. You can expect to get robbed or stabbed in the back. Third incident this week at the BP. You need to get those people off that property. Keep their property safe. Does seem like that BP's always on the news. What are you gonna do? You gotta get gas. Vehicle blaze in Old Irving Park.
Is there a bitch inside?
Yeah. 4 injured in overturned car crash. And we saw an overturned car earlier today downtown. I bet I see it on here. 500 West Grand. Must have been doing something pretty stupid. Flip your car on the bridge. How pretty the city is. Let's see. These comments are probably going to be stupid. Stupid. Police activity, Cicero. Anyone surprised?
Female getting tested. Get down, bro. I'm trying to watch. Get down, bro. I'm trying to watch.
What's your eyes?
Gotti. He's on Instagram Live. Nah. Citizen.
You don't want to tell me it's citizen?
Bro, what is this now? Yes, yes, from Channel 2, CBS, Chicago. Wait, what is it? What is it?
Wow, this
Somebody get
activity for a
tested,
car
bro.
crash?
Is it like?
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? ETUs. She gone.
Yeah, no whole neighborhood's outside. Look, every house has a whole family outside.
She's like, please, 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 please don't arrest me. Don't arrest me. Please don't arrest me. Female getting tested. Oh, they gonna do it. She's like, oh, I've done this before. Yeah, sweetie pie. Huh?
It's like this.
Just your eyes?
Them two. They convicted of a DUI.
Oh, she's walking straight in line.
Bro, what is this step? What they gonna do? Oh, second try.
Second try. Go hard. You said go hard. Personally, I wasn't gonna say that. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, from Channel 2, baby. CBS, Chicago.
Wait, what is it?
Sick.
Bro, that lady.
Bro, I'm gonna, bro, after this, how much about next week? Or we could, after, I'm gonna be called Johnny the reporter.
We'll be famous after.
Johnny the instigator?
Johnny the,
Johnny the Edgar.
no, Johnny the reporter, bro.
Oh, well, you can see better here.
Johnny the police.
Johnny, you can see better here.
Okay, Johnny.
Hey, let me use your shoulder, bro.
Your commentary is definitely funny. But we gonna
Yo, I'm a reporter.
Damn, look at him slime.
Shorty getting tested. That's gonna be the headline. Just playing.
No.
She gonna test. Let's see.
Second try.
Shut up. She gonna fail?
Oh, she is getting tested.
Oh, she moved.
She didn't get arrested. Using an awful lot of resources from the city for this dummy.
You don't get locked up for DUI?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
You could.
You could.
But it's not, there's no injury, so she's gonna get a DUI to her name.
She's gonna get a ticket of DUI. I'm pretty sure, right?
Her license might give her a look.
They might get permanently banned. Just Megan's gonna get this man. Then she doesn't have to go to any school. She's gonna have to take a, you know how you have to take a test?
Hmm?
You know how you have to take a test?
Alright, I'm done, bro. My arm's getting tired. She failed, bro. Female getting tested.
Get down, bro. I'm trying to watch.
You can't move your head. You can't move your head.
You
can't move your head así. Así nomás así.
Alright. 9 people displaced in hot fire. That were 9 people living in Suspect detained. What happened? That is not the suspect from today, from the Highland Park. This is something completely different. These people that are common are stupid. They're going through all this stuff. Is that the suspect on the street? No. Okay. Man shot in upper left leg. Video shot from elevation and shared by from elevation. Yeah, they destroy their neighborhoods and then they come destroy ours. Savages. Where's this at? Yeah, right in front of 441 East Erie. Right down the street from me. Go back to your shitty neighborhoods and destroy those. $5,000 South Washington. Garage fire. Probably from fireworks. I had that happen to me. Somebody shot some fireworks into my garage and set my garage on fire. Well, that's my car. Officer requesting backup.
Let it go, man.
9510 South Constance Avenue.
Oh, shit. Shots fired at the police, man. Police down. Officer down. Let it go, man. Oh, shit. Shots fired at the police, man. Police down. Officer down.
Report of 2 men armed with guns. Why even bother to take the video if you're going to do it through the screen? $13.21 West Taylor.
Watch out, George.
I hope those are fireworks and not gunshots. Car engulfed in flames. West Berkeley. not paying for that anymore. Fireworks mistaken for gunshots. Or was it gunshots mistaken for fireworks? You never know. Armed man detained at Aldi. Weapon recovered. Can't even go fucking buy groceries. 1440 North Costner. The man was shot and fled. Yeah, what happened with the person that was shot? I guess eventually they'll run in. Tree ablaze near Sister Designs and Printing. Did somebody set a tree on fire? Come on, man. Police don't have enough to do. They gotta go put out tree fires. Dumb. Oh, from fireworks, yeah. Damn, that was really on fire. Set the whole damn tree on fire. Jesus. 3 suspects detained after brief district Humboldt Park.
Police looking for the suspect in the backyards.
That's what it says? Oh, your report, Mr. Reporter? Go ahead.
They done missed him twice. He done peeked his head out twice, and they didn't see him. So they slacking.
The police officer! No, cuidado. It's okay, it's okay, baby, it's okay.
You got police there to protect your neighborhood, and you're not helping them.
Police looking for the suspect in the backyards.
You live with your children.
That's what it says? Oh, your report, Mr. Reporter? Go ahead.
They done missed him twice. He done peeked his head.
Vehicle crash. Chatham. I guess so. Yep, that was a vehicle crash for sure. Outside fire. Sounds like a lot of shit was on fire yesterday. Maggie Fish Street. Freaking fireworks have been over there doing fire. Vehicle collision with injuries, West Pullman. I don't see too much. Person injured in vehicle collision, West Garfield Park. Ooh, right after it rained. Must have rained for a while. Oh, that's just goodness. You'd be alright. EMS activity, South Loop. What the hell? Oh, is this where we were at earlier and we saw that flipped car? Yes, this is where we were at. So if when we get down past this building, if you look to the right, there's a flipped car. I don't know if these people are going to get it. I mean, flipped completely over. Damn, I'm surprised I didn't get better videos of this. Nope, you ain't going to get to see it, I don't think. Yep, there it is, right there. That's the car we saw earlier. Go back and see that again. All right, look to the right. There it is. We drove right past that. I guess that's why them people were jumping on the corner. I didn't see those people. I seen some guy sitting down on the building holding his head. Imagine you are injured, you flip your car like that. Damn. Vehicle crash, Chatham. EMS activity, South Loop. Trash fire. I swear, this is like a repeat of the same fire. It looks like somebody's purposely setting it on fire. Police activity, Chicago lawn. Rockwell Street. Someone fired shots. Not surprising. All these little ghetto neighborhoods are like that. Dumpster fire. Franklin Park. Like that was from some fireworks. Vehicle fire near Greater Way. In B Church. I don't see nothing. Okay, more people that don't want to pay for their cars. Can't blame them. That was in Austin. Evergreen Park. Accident. Car crash with injuries. Chatham, Chicago. Is this your dog?
I don't know who this dog belongs to. She's so cute and friendly and super playful with my baby.
Alright, maybe you should take her home.
All morning.
Or at
Come
least
back,
get close enough
buddy.
for people to be able to see.
I don't know if she's hungry. She's out here chasing birds and squirrels and rabbits.
Look at her. She's cute. She's got a collar on. She belongs to somebody.
Put your shirt down, buddy. Here she comes. It's a cute little old doggy. Like I say, it's a little bigger than a Chihuahua. I don't know what breed. Didn't you just fall and scrape your knees? Slow down.
Report of shots fired. Auburn Grisham. Landed police helicopter.
It's a helicopter.
What happened?
Helicopter. Why pass?
I hope no one drowned it. Damn, something bad happened. If y'all know, let me know down in the comments.
It's a helicopter.
3 critically injured in car crash on I-290. I hate taking I-290. I-290 in California. Police and firefighter activity, Tinley Park. What's going on out there? I hate when you get your kids a cell phone, they don't answer you. Man pepper sprayed. Who was he pepper sprayed by? The police or someone else? $3817 South California. I don't know. Not too much details. Small garage fire. Oh, garbage fire. Turn that little can up, I guess. Police activity, Chicago, South Chicago. 91st and South Commercial Drive. See if it says what's going on. It's a car accident. Vehicle collision. That was terrible camera action. Stolen car crashed into Grand Bridge. "13-year-old. Likely a 13-year-old that stole a car. Yeah, 13-year-old with a gun. That sounds about right in Chicago. Police activity.
Damn, that car hit the fuck out that pole.
I guess so. Alright. Dumpster fire in parking lot. Yep. Car crash, Maywood. A lot of car crashes. Y'all need to slow the fuck down. Small fire in street. Fireworks? Large group protesting. Wonder what they're protesting. What are they protesting? They want McRib year round. Oh, Jesus. It's not like they banned abortions. They just don't want you killing your baby till 9 months. This is the leg you all want to stand on? Shameful. Ignorant. People injured during fight. 2 in police custody. Oh, there goes one guy getting in the car. Nice way to spend your holiday weekend, dummy. Bye-bye. Yeah, River North's such a shithole now. Damn. I was there for it. Guy was beaten to a pulp with large pipe branches. Blood everywhere. Actually shocked he's alive. Right? Earn mayor stocks. That's why the crime is so high. This is all her defund the police programs. Her and all them other stupid Democrats. Well, let's hope the victim is okay. This isn't about the criminals, really. Where's the ambulance? Maybe they already took them. River North used to be a really nice area. Now look at it. Police and EMS activity, Little Village. Seems like a daily thing at Little Village. It's a crime scene. Someone died. What happened? Is there someone on that stretcher? I couldn't tell. I don't think so. Man struck by vehicle.
Oh my God.
300 East Ohio.
Oh no. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
He died? Good God. You can't even cross the street. It's so shady.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Small fire on the street. Vehicle collision with injuries, West Loop. Huh? Those buses do not give a shit. Don't get in their way. They will totally run you over. West Loop. Wonder if the bus ran the light or if the car did. Alright, well that looks like it's it. I think that's enough for 4th of July weekend. Be safe, y'all. Make good choices.